EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And got his man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, you don't see a ton of draws called on 1st and 10, and often with good reason, because most defenses are ready for early down runs and often stack the box to limit those gains.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
Jackson now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players can. Quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force a turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. First by him near the 35. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. In motion, Aguilar. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 73 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Jackson.
Open man, that's Henry.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. Down to about the 37.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Complete. It's Henry.
Finding space at the 40. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
He's got room to roam.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. I'll tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. To Henry.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Jackson will keep it. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10. Jackson.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What do you think? Yeah, here we go. Right there. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to finish. What do you think? Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think? Hey, kill! What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, here we go. I think. What do you think? Yeah. What do you think? Here we go. What do you think? Hey, here we go. What do you think? Here we go. Here we go. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah! Here we... What do you think? Yeah! Yeah! Here we go! What is it? Yeah, here we go. What is it? Where is it? What is it? Yeah, here we go. What is it? What is it? Shut up! Ready? Shut up! Ready? Shut up! Shut up! One more, ready? Shut up! 180! Shut up! Alpha, Alpha, sit on! 180! What is it on? Hold on, ready? Sit on! What are you? Sit on! What is it? Sit on! Sit on! Not! Sit on! Sit on! Not! Sit on! Hey, Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! What are you? What a shot! DC, ready? Alpha! What are you? Sit up! What a shot! Sit up! What are you? Sit up! Sit up! What are you? What is sit up? What are you? Sit up! Sit on! What? Sit on! One more, ready? Shot! What are you? Cut! One more, ready? Shot! Ready, shot on! Get on! Get on! Ready? Get on! Ready, shot on! Get on! What are 180. Sit up. Alpha, sit on. 180. 180. Sit on. Wanna quit? Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on. DC, ready? Sit on. Sit on. Ready, sit on. Hey, Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. So one more, ready? Sit on. What 180. Sit on. What 180. Sit on. Ready, shot. Sit on. DC, ready? Ready, shut on. Ready? Shut on. Omar, ready? Shut on. Shut on. 180. Ready, shut on. Shut on. DC, ready? DC. Shut up! DC, ready? Let's go. Shut up! $180. No, we changed it. Shut up! On one, ready? Ready, shot! T, ready? Let's go. 180. Ready, shot. Alpha. Sit on. Sit on. Get on!
GMP. That's who you got? Okay, let's go. LJ8 makes your roster great. DBs, make sure your cleats are tied tight and you stretch good because the cheetah just got selected. Oh, you think you know what you're doing, huh? Oh, okay. Nice one. Yo, B-Wag's tackling skills are top-notch. Yo, GMP against the record breakers. If you can't convert, no problem. Just stop your opponent and settle the score with tug of war. I'll be watching. Let the game begin. Somebody's getting KO'd, and we'll find out shortly. Okay, I see. You trying to give yourself a challenge, huh? This superstar KO matchup will showcase the record breakers offense first. Out of the gun, he'll throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Defense might be thinking just like you, so be careful. This could go either way. Looks to throw on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's complete. Big gain finally stopped by Sauce Gardner. Hey, just like that, huh? From the 30 to the 30. Hey, it's better that it happened on first and not fourth down. But you still need your QB in sync with whoever he's throwing to. First down, going to the ground. Now that's a move. Levante David bringing him down. And good thing, too. Looked like he had more to go. You can't be mad at positive plays. Of course you want more, but at least you made third down a little easier. Drops back to throw here on third. And that is... fourth down. Everybody's watching. You're in the... looking to throw on fourth. This is caught. All right, be ready to capitalize. The defense may be over-aggressive, so use that against them. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. What a catch. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, record breakers. They'll try and run it up the middle, and he'll be stopped shy of the goal line. So this lead will stay at 6. Keep your focus on getting that touchdown. The two-point play will work itself out. First run CMC. Oh, nothing to see here. Just T.J. Watt making a stop in the backfield. You really don't want any negative plays, but it could have been worse. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And the short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Let me give you a little advice. Don't get in the habit of creating this scenario. It gives the defense the upper hand. Now, Jackson. And this is gonna be deep. Oh, and this one is incomplete. On 4th down, GMP looks to throw. And looking for the big. He takes down the right. Backs against the wall, and they come out throwing haymakers. Stunned them for the touchdown. They're going to throw for the 2. Derrick Henry's going to try for 2. So neither team has a lead. So tug-of-war is what we need. Winner moves on to the 2nd round. They'll throw from the 50. Throwing deep for Cooper Kupp. Picked by one of the best names in football. That's Sauce Gardner. Oh, no, it's... From the gun, it's Jackson. Going to air this one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. Leave it all on the field, record breakers. It's tug-of-war time, and you get the first play. They'll throw from the 50. Trying to lay one up deep. Turning on the Jets. Staying to the right, and he'll go all the way for a record breakers touchdown. Knock that slouch at GMP. Your time is coming soon.